Many of you are probably curious what fasting can do for your life, especially on maintenance of your weight or cutting calories. I've used it over the 6 years now, and I've seen my wife and my friends and my colleagues use them, including clients, with some level of success. It's a tool. We have about 30 hours of glucose that can be stored in our body in the form of glycogen, and it's stored in our muscle tissue, some liver, uh, muscle and liver, and those are the two core places we store them. And over the course, we deplete on average about 8% of our glycogen stores every hour. So if you're going into the gym and you're doing a long session and you're there for 2 hours or 3 hours, you're going to burn through that glycogen storage. You're always burning some combination of carbs and fats. That's just how the body works. But when you're in a fasted state, the likelihood of your body switching energy systems so that burns slightly less glucose in the body because of it being depleted. Your glucose ratio before you fast, you're burning glucose, glucose, glucose. But in a fasted state, we don't have enough glucose in our body. And our pancreas is like, hey, what's going on? We need more glycogen. We need more glucose. We don't have any more. So your pancreas secretes this hormone called glucagon. Glucagon goes into the bloodstream and it says, Mr. Fat, I need to let me borrow some key ingredients to make some glucose. Can you do the same for me? And Mr. and Mrs. Fat. And they say, yes, happily oblige. And they go into this cycle. And that's why there's a keto diet. Keto diet is when you're really depleting yourself of carbohydrates from bread, pasta, fruits, whole food even. And you're utilizing your body's ability to turn fat into energy. I run fasted sometimes. So sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll go run. And I can do 2 hours without water, without food. And what I'm really trying to do is train my body to be more efficient at using fat as energy opposed to just carbohydrates. I do it to become more efficient at using fat as a fuel source. I like my body to be able to use some of my fat as energy. I've been running consistently for about 15 years now. And the more I run, the more efficient I am. And the less water I need. Let's say I'm talking about temperature being, say, 80 degrees or 75 degrees, or, at that temperature, at that weather, at that temperature, I eat less and I drink less. And my body's been able to be more efficient to carry my mass over that distance. And I think that's fascinating. I guarantee you that's a function of better efficiency in my energy system, where it's not just depending on glucose, but it's saying, hey, let's use a few different things here, right? Let's use some glucose, let's use some fat to keep you moving, but let's keep that ratio as efficient as possible. And I think that's the reason I become a more efficient runner. I don't think I'm faster. I mean, although I did run faster, I am faster now than I was when I was 34, which is kind of crazy. If you have the willpower and your doctor clears you to do it, fasting for 14 hours, 12 to 14 hours is a wonderful program you can adopt, 3 days out of the week, 12-hour fasting, 14-hour fasting window where you don't eat for 12 to 14 hours is very effective. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.